Yeah, he's doing alright. Oh, that glad.
Now let's see if we can get one more. Oh, you're killing the glide? Okay. Okay, that was brilliant. See, there's no fucking reason to kill the super lifter, just kill everything else. Oh, that's still not very good.
How the devil? So I haven't done an episode of What I'm Seeing in a little while. It's because I've been working on a few different things. It's about time for me to let you in on one of those things. But we won't be doing that until the end of this video. That's suspense build. First things first, apologies, this is going to be a long one. Pop your slippers off and put your feet up. I suppose I better get along with things so we can get to the big reveal. The new MMR system has arrived, I've tested it, and now I've made my mind up on it. Verdict, I like it. Don't shoot me all at once. The potential is great. I've come from playing a long list of MOBAs, and although the system has its flaws, it's one of the better approaches. It's the best way to remove farming for a start. Now if we could only do something about the achievement system. But seriously, I say this a lot, and have done for a while. A lot of the problems will be fixed with a larger player pool, including the MMR system. Matchmaking in games always suffers when played by a small pool of players. Now I want to take a look at all the goodies coming with beta. In no particular order, I'll be kicking it off with the new bots. I'm pretty excited about this, both for solo play as well as replacements for DCs. First off, there are some ships that I don't feel anywhere near comfortable enough to take into the arena without potentially leaving my team up crap creek. Though this should be better with the new drafting system. We'll cover this in a bit. Now I can take all those ships and test them to my heart's content, though I'm guessing the CPPL aren't going to be too happy with me by the time I finish with those poor bots. I'm also looking forward to seeing how the bots work when replacing DCs. I'm forecasting some teething issues, as to be expected. However, over time, I think they should do a better job than the respawn bonus, even if it's only to act as a bullet sponge. I'm intrigued though, do bots difficulty scale with MMR level? Or are high level MMR matches getting the same bots as the low level MMR ones? This may have already been addressed, but I haven't seen anything on it yet. If you happen to know, please do let me know in the comments, or poke me in the street. It doesn't really matter, just get the message to me. Now, as for drafting, what can I say that it doesn't say for itself? I've been pretty excited to see this, especially since my sneak peek when I was at ECG. I've been waiting for it for so long. Every meta up until now has been the safe bet. Now we truly get to start developing real metas with counterplay. There are so many ships that don't see much gameplay because of the random nature of blind pick. I can't wait to see what people start pulling out of the bag. Also, looking forward to being able to choose sectors to play across. Add some real dynamic play, and it's going to be nice knowing what to expect at the pick screens so that teams can start formulating plans. Though it's not all roses, I'm not too keen on the inevitable one ship limit that's going to go with this. Prepare to see a lot of "that's my ship" rage in pick screen, brace for impact captains. The changes to frontline are perfectly timed as far as I'm concerned. I don't know the general census on how bothered players are by removing random ships, though I would hazard a guess that the team that spent time compiling the match lists are feeling a mixed bag of emotions right about now. Personally, I was considering running a frontline tournament in the not too distant future. This should make it so much easier now. Cheers ECG for the mind read. The gamma changes should speed games up, which will be interesting, especially watching all those vets adjusting to their subconscious timers. I'll probably take a closer look at this after it's settled in a bit. I've also been looking forward to the UI changes, especially displaying team health bars. I think that's going to go a long way to balancing out matches and making healing much more responsive, as well as reducing rage by people from not getting heals from their medic. 5 degrees on the Hunter firing arc. I'm not saying anything else at all. Paragon, or should I say Paraback, like what I did there? I have to admit, I'm not one of those who hangs from the gantries pining over the loss of the Paragon, probably because I remember what it was like and how many games it cost me. However, I am looking forward to its return to the Zarek ranks. I also like the changes. The squadrons didn't have any unique feel before, But if the read-up and the demonstration by ECG are anything to go by, then this should be an interesting few days ahead of us. I think it's going to be much easier to balance now as well. Combined with the draft system and the larger pool of ships that deal with the Paragon, as well as ships it can deal with, it's still no Hunter though. Imagine a carrier with blink. The potential is limitless. I've saved what I consider to be the best until last. Spectator camera. Never have two words brought so much excitement and joy to one person ever. Well, maybe not ever, but you get me. I can't wait to get my grubby mitts on this. It's going to be amazing running tournaments and filming epic videos. I'm not entirely sure which I want to do first. I'm going to be like a child in a candy shop. I don't want to speculate on what may or may not be in it, as I don't want to work myself up any more than I already have. But I do hope I'm able to turn off the UI settings, including buff notifications and cap bubbles. Making a return to this episode of What I'm Seeing, ship and ability concepts. So first off, I think it'd be pretty damned cool to have a rocket boat designed to combat heavies. A medium lumbering ship that fires salvos of slow moving dumbfire rockets. The twist, percentage based damage. Shock horror. Slow enough that any medium or light ship will outdance it, but packing enough punch to offset the percent heal rate on certain ships. We won't highlight any in particular, though we know who we're talking to. The idea is still a bit thin, but I really like the idea of massive payloads of rockets whirling down the lane as a ranger weaves in and out of the projectiles. As for my new ability idea, how about a decoy which causes a ship to pass out of phase briefly, and then upon returning it creates two duplicates of itself. Here's the trick. You're now faced with the actual ship and two clones. Rather than the clones just appearing either side of the original ship, making it easy to guess which one's which, it randomly selects one of the three possible ships and places your ship in that position. The two would-be decoy ships then take the other two slots. I see this ability basically replicating a sensor ghost effect, the idea being the ship has jammed all enemy ship sensors, sending out false signatures which show up as additional ships. Let me know what you think in the comments. Oh, hang a sec, need to mention this clip, it was a one-on-one superlifter fight at the enemy FOB. I've sped it up, as it does take a while. It was pretty epic, especially when our raider came up, realised we were dueling and left us to it. Kudos to him, and actually while I'm at it, shout out to this captain. His name is Gearhead. Earlier in the match, we were in Gamma and a Widow dropped cloak on top of me, opening up with a full salvo. Gearhead reacted that quickly, he managed to get his shield up and completely negate the Widow damage. He then placed himself smack in the middle of myself and my would-be assailant and proceeded to go absolutely and utterly to town on him. A real lifesaver and a heartbreaker moment. Much respect. Now the moment that some of you, or hopefully the majority, have been waiting for. The big reveal. As long as my editing skills don't let me down, you should currently be looking at a selection of t-shirts. Unless, of course, you're listening to this while driving, in which case focus on the road. You're having an advanced sneak peek of what will be going on the forums tomorrow. That's right, baby. Fractured Space inspired t-shirt designs. Now, before you go rushing to buy any of these, please be aware, if you like the design but would prefer a different colour on the print, then please let me know before ordering. There is some flexibility with current designs and colour, both on designs and t-shirts themselves. It's a little limited due to me using a print on demand service, but let me know and we can look into changing the colours to fit your needs. I'm not advocating that you rush to the website to buy these, though it would be nice. Instead, look at it as a preview of what's coming. I'm a little limited by both permissions as well as the print capabilities of the company providing this service. Basically, no manufacturer logos or direct ports of in-game images. We don't want to get sued now. I'm using print on demand as I can't really float a massive amount of stock on the off chance it sells. The images you are seeing are a cross-section of what's coming. Don't see your favourite crew member or ship? Don't worry, I'm planning to add more. Do, however, feel free to leave a comment and maybe we can move yours up the list if there's enough interest. Each t-shirt comes with a print on the back towards the top, as per this example. It's a trimmed down version of my logo. Think of it as a signature. It can take quite a while to make these images suitable for Spreadshirt to print them. They have some really limiting conditions, so if you're looking for a particular design you may have to be patient. Or let me know and I'll see what I can do. There's also an option to print on a lower quality t-shirt if people want one but want to save themselves a couple of quid. Likewise for ladies t-shirts. Although there aren't any up, the option is there. I'll be honest, there were quite a selection, and I don't know anything about girls' clothes, or in fact, if we have any girls interested, or blokes if that's your thing, not here to judge. If this is something you want, let me know, it won't take long to add. The next design on the list is a very special enforcer for a good friend. He knows who he is. I'm currently working on a reboot to Frag Space, which is my Fractured Space fan website for those who aren't aware of it. It has some pretty cool utilities coming. I won't say too much as I don't want to ruin any surprises. So many projects, so little time. Anyways, if you've enjoyed this, smash the like button. If you don't like it, there's obviously something wrong with you. This patch is going to be amazing. Nevertheless, you know where the downvote is. Leave a comment if it takes your fancy, and spread the word. Tell everyone you know. Fractured Space is about to kick it up to 11. Until next time, stay well as always.